What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to take a look at a pretty awesome case, and as you can tell from the packaging, this is going to be an Aramid fiber case. I might as well let the cat out of the bag and let you see it because I think this is a beautiful looking case. This is one of the thinnest and lightest Aramid fiber cases, and it's from a company called Caseborne, and it's their Rawboned series. This will allow you to get the MagSafe compatibility on your S23 Ultra series, and it also has a hidden trick up its bag. But let's go ahead and check this out together, and if you're interested in picking it up, check my link down below. Before we go ahead and take a look at the Aramid fiber case, there is one thing I just want to mention, and shout out to these guys for including a screen protector. Now, I already have a screen protector on my device, so I'm not going to be putting this on, but I think it's really nice when a company goes the extra mile and gives you something a little bit extra. Whether you need a screen protector or whether you just need something for the interim, I'm happy to see that they've included it inside of this packaging here. But right now we're talking about the Rawboned Aramid fiber super slim and super light case. Now what I like about this case is, number one, you do get that beautiful goodness of MagSafe compatibility, which I'm going to test out the magnet, I'm going to check out how strong it is and all that good stuff as well. But this is a super awesome case, really thin, and Aramid fiber means it's also going to be durable despite how thin it is. And I also like this case versus some others that are on the market because you get a little bit more camera protection. I think with these slim cases, the camera protection is where it needs to be. So I'm happy to see that Rawboned kind of increase that thickness of this camera protection. So overall, this is an awesome case. If you know about Aramid fiber, you already know. And if you want to keep things slim and light in your pocket, this is just a beautiful way to do it. So take a look at it as it shimmers in the light there. Now, one thing with these Aramid fiber cases, depending on how oily your skin is or what the case may be, sometimes you do get fingerprints on it, but most of the time they are able just to rub off. So let me just show you that right now. With a little bit of a wipe down, you can get your case looking fresh and clean once again. But just take a look at that camera protection on the back here. This is something that I give them a huge shout out for. I like thin cases and I like to keep things manageable inside of my pocket, but sometimes the camera protection just gets me a little bit too nervous, a little bit too worried. So as I give you this rear 360 bird's eye view of that camera protection there, definitely a really awesome job. So when you're keeping things light, you don't have to worry about scratching up that lens, because number one thing with these thin cases, again, the front lip protection just isn't there. These cases are not designed to be the most protective when it comes to that front protection. You can see the sides there as well are kind of open. The bottom is closed, which is a good thing. Of course, accessing your S Pen is no problem whatsoever. And you can see on the side that it is left open as well. But for those of you that buy these cases, you already know you're not super clumsy. Keep it thin is the way to do it, because sometimes adding a case just makes your phone a little bit too bulky, especially if you have a 6.8-inch screen like the S23 Ultra. So on the top here, you have a couple cutouts. And on the bottom, there's one matching cutout right over there. But again, what this case has going for it versus some others on the market is that beefed up camera protection. I gotta keep telling you that because really, I think that's what makes this case stand out from the crowd of Aramid fiber cases, those thin cases. Taking a look at another Aramid fiber case that I have, you can see that rear camera lens protection just isn't the same as the Rawboned. And if I do this side by side, you can see the difference. It's quite noticeable if you ask me. One of the disadvantages to having that beefed up protection on the back there is your phone is gonna rock. As you can see, just like that, the phone does kind of rock a little bit, but I'm not super worried about that, guys. I think the number one thing with this case is keeping it stylish, keeping it nice, keeping it thin, keeping it light, and that's what it's all about. But it's also about that MagSafe accessory life. You get that added bonus of a MagSafe battery pack on the back. So you can see there, let's do a little shake test. Magnet is holding on, no problems about that magnet. And let's go ahead and try a square battery pack as well. And so the square battery pack that I have, now again, there's a lot of different MagSafe accessories. The square battery pack that I have kind of wants to stick itself over the camera lens. So you can see it's not really suited all that well, but let's do a shake test. Not coming off. It is still wirelessly charging, but it's just not sitting perfectly well. I would suggest one of these Pitaka battery packs. Not only does that look super cool matching, but it also is designed to work with these slim cases. Let's see if a wallet's gonna work. Let's go ahead and put a wallet. There we go. A wallet is kind of sitting on the top. You can see the wallet is just a little bit over that camera lens protection. And let's just check out if it's going to interfere with the camera. Usually it doesn't. Well, let me just go through. Not interfering with the camera, guys, so no issues about that. Let's see if we get a little zoomed in action. So even though the wallet is kind of sticking over, it's not interfering with any of your camera goodness. So if you need to just put something on the back, it's still gonna work. Once again, I'm more about that accessory, that battery pack type of lifestyle. So I'm happy this is gonna work. Now I happen to have one more wallet just to kind of check. So yeah, again, the magnet is kind of pulling itself right up to the top there. So I just want to show you that. But I think having MagSafe is definitely a cool accessory like this wallet, which can kind of turn into a stand. So I think this is an awesome idea. Let me know what you guys think about it. Is that a little bit of a deal breaker? Again, with these slim form-fitting type of cases, sometimes that's what you have to deal with. But I'm all about the slimness. I'm all about that camera protection. So this is going to be my go-to Aramid fiber case. So I think this is an absolute win from Caseborne's Rawboned Aramid fiber company. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. But I really appreciate you guys watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in another video. What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to take a look at a pretty awesome case, and as you can tell from the packaging, this is going to be an Aramid fiber case. I might as well let the cat out of the bag and let you see it because I think this is a beautiful looking case. This is from a company called Caseborne, and it's their Rawboned